All right, today is content day. I need to make a bunch of content for my YouTube channel. I'm going to record probably 4 or 5 videos and get it going. But yeah, I want to talk about today. I want to talk about mainly is eliminating the barriers of creation. If you want to start a personal brand, if you want to start a side hustle, or if you just want to start YouTube, you're just tired of not doing YouTube, eliminate every barrier to get started. So we'll get the lights turned on. I have everything programmed. If you're a YouTuber at all, if you want to make content, I would suggest making your setup as easy as possible to just like flip on. I have a thing down here. It's a little power strip, and it turns on my backlight here, my hair light, and it also turns on my background lights. So I can just turn that switch on and yeah, get some lights turned on. I have these battery powered wand lights that I just recently picked up. And what I'm doing is I'm just accenting the backdrop. So I have like my lamp that has an orange light on it, and then my blue light over here. Let me see if I can show that on the camera. You can see like blue light there. But anyway, two lights over there. But yeah, we'll get this set to where it was. I haven't recorded in a couple of days, so I'm a little rusty, I guess you could say. Actually, this is the first video I'm putting out on my channel. If nobody knows who I am, I make a bunch of different content. I'm a full-time content creator. I work a 9 to 5 right now doing content creation for real estate and other commercial stuff with a media company. But I also do another YouTube channel called Paragon Fragrance. You can go check it out. I'm not going to link to it because it's going to disrupt the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, I see right here, this light here is in the shot. It's reflecting off of this picture frame here. So let's just move that to right there. That looks good. And what I actually like, what I really like about it is, so this orange light back here, this lamp, it doesn't cast any kind of like glow on the side of me. And that's why I really like it, because it kind of separates the backdrop a little bit. Monster and coffee are the essentials for being a content creator. And then we're going to record some B-roll. So I'm going to get into kind of the specifics of, you know, what I do for Paragon Fragrance. And then, yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that, but show you kind of the workflow. All right, I got one of the videos done, talked about my springtime fragrances that I'm excited to wear. I'm going to be doing a cheaper version of this list, because some of the fragrances, I mean, perfume is really expensive. So, you know, this one, Parfums de Marly Galilée, you know, this one is, you can pick it up on sale for like $250, or you can get it at like a discounter. Like I got my bottle for $180. You know, it's like, there's so many places to pick up perfume that's cheap. But yeah, like retail, this thing is like $400 if you buy it from the mall or places that just rip you off. It's done. I usually do 10, give my recommendations, talk about the smell a little bit, and I'm going to be doing a lesser version of it, cheaper one. A lot of like Calvin Kleins and things like that. But yeah, I'm going to put these away. I need to record B-roll of these 2 bottles because I don't have much B-roll of this one and this one. So I'm going to record my cheap list here in a minute. And actually, while I'm at it, I'll kind of walk you through my setup here. So I run everything through my camera, and then I run it down to my computer here. I want to try to clean up my setup. A little janky, but I run it all into my computer through the cam link. You know, the cam link, it goes to the HDMI to the camera. And then my audio is a shotgun boom mic that I have up on like a light stand. You know, that gives pretty good quality. I run it through this, you know, deck here. This thing is, it's giving off a really weird static vibe. Every once in a while, like occasionally it will just spark up. And it'll like, oh, it's really bad. I need to get one of those the Rode Podcaster Pro things or whatever. But yeah, it's okay. You know, I get around it. Anyway, I funnel it all into my computer and I run it off of OBS. And OBS is great because you can set up all your different scenes and stuff, and you can monitor your audio levels. And this is like, if you're looking at doing content creation, I would suggest trying to get your setup like this, like running your camera into your computer. And then if you can record it all on OBS, it just runs so smoothly. And if you wanted to do like live stream, this is a perfect, if I wanted to, I could become a Twitch streamer, but I don't really want to become a Twitch streamer, but essentially I can do that. Because it's all set up kind of like a Twitch streaming. But it's also really cool because here, my lights here, this one, my key light here, and my fill light over here, they're all controlled on a light switch over here. So I can just turn that off, or I turn it on, and it comes right on. So if I'm doing any recording, I can just flip the switch and my camera's already turned on. So when I flip the switch, it turns on the camera too. So, but yeah, one of the big things about content creation is making it, my philosophy is make it easy, make it repeatable, make it easy to produce. And by having your setup already set up, you can just, when you have an idea, you can just turn on your camera, turn on your lights, and get recording. Because I know the biggest challenge for me is just getting stuff recorded, because I can edit all night long, or I can wake up early in the morning and edit. But if I don't have the footage, I can't do much. I can walk through the process if anybody is interested at all, but I need to do some B-roll. But once again, like, so I have all of this, you know, this setup here, and back here you can't see it, but I just flip a switch and it pops on the setup. So I have this is kind of my product photography setup here. Stuff to the side. So I have slider, which this is the GVM slider. I think this was right around $500 or so. It's an okay slider. It kind of jitters when I get above 30%. So when I hit 30% speed, jitters. It doesn't really jitter when I'm using a wide angle lens. The lens that I'm using for all my product stuff is a 90mm G Master. So it gets a little shaky. But regardless, pulls out some really good images. And, you know, like I've been getting into product photography for 2 or 3 years now. And this is a cool setup that I have going. Like I have this plexiglass here, kind of reflects up, and it looks like it's sitting on a countertop. But also, you know, I pulled my TV from my bedroom and put it up, and I just attached an HDMI to and I can design whatever backdrop I want. I'm giving away all the secrets here. But yeah, you plug it in and pops up, and then I just look up and then I just put on like a nice, you know, foresty looking backdrop. If anybody's interested, so the setup that I have here is this top is a diffuser. So the light comes in, diffuses here. And then I have cologne, shooting cologne. There's a lot of reflections. Like this bottle right here is massively reflective. You put it on any kind of surface. Let me see if I can show you. So if you put like you could see the, you know, the orange lights, you can see the blue lights in the bottle. But when you come over here and put it here, these, you know, just simple poster board reflect, you know, white reflections. So you can actually like mold your reflections and not have it just weird looking. Anyway, slider, really, really nice. Little jittery. Don't really like it all that much. You have to really dial it in. You get it dialed in, it's awesome. But other than that, you know, it's a little bit jittery. It's like if you're looking into getting into content creation at all, and you're trying to push a YouTube or a personal brand, or I would say make it as easy as possible for you to just turn things on and get going. Whether it's setting up your camera in the corner of your bedroom and just having it all ready to go, where you just have to flip a switch or, you know, turn on your camera to start recording, do it. The easier you can break down the barriers to just creating stuff, the easier it's going to be to grow your personal brand. And TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, TikTok is banned right now, but you know, you could do it on your phone, and your phone doesn't require all that much. You need a tripod with a phone holder, maybe get a ring light. I would advise against ring lights, but yeah, eliminate the barriers to getting content made. I started my YouTube channel 2 years ago, and I was going through a really, really hard time. I was evicted from my last place that I was living at because of unforeseen COVID things that happened. So it was a very hard time in my life to start a YouTube channel, but I did, and I did it every day. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning to edit. I went to bed at 10, 11 o'clock editing, making videos. You can do it. You gotta kind of want to do it. Like, you have to be like really passionate about doing it, and like nothing's gonna stop you. There's a time and a place to question yourself, but when you're called to do something, you owe it to yourself to double down and do whatever it takes to get there. There's always an excuse. There's always something that could happen. There's always something that should happen differently based off of previous expectations of your life. And I think the part of it, and this is like, taking care of yourself, is when you want to do something and you're feeling led to do something, you owe it to yourself to start new habits and incorporate this into your new life. Just my thoughts. One of the challenging things for me with starting content creation was the like rawness of it. Before I was a cinematographer, and I always like set up every shot. I made movies, I wrote movies and stuff. And it's like, I set up every shot, I try to plan out everything, but like content creation sometimes just requires raw, pure intensity. Like, there's no way around it. It's just picking up the camera and shooting. Sometimes there's no planning, and sometimes the best videos that you make are just off the cuff. Here for the last 2 years, almost every day, it's off the cuff. It's not planned. It's not executed properly. It's just off the cuff. Here we are making content. So if you're in a dilemma of like, oh, I want the best looking quality and this, that, and the other thing, just get started. If you're waiting for the perfect circumstances to get started, the best perfect circumstances is right now in this moment. So with the slider 90mm lens that I'm recording with, there's a certain distance, speed, and rotation here based off of the length of where the product is located, that you have to get that dialed in to a certain point, or else you're going to get jittering. Or even worse, you get something where the product is centered in the beginning, but then it slowly drifts off to this side or slowly drifts off to this side. So there has to be the proper length and then the proper angle to where the slider kind of rotates at. Because this one is a kind of a manual rotation, so like if you have to unscrew these guys here and kind of rotate this bar in the middle here, which is kind of annoying. There's sliders nowadays where you just move it, adjust, set it on the app, move it to the other side, set it, and then it just automatically does it. This one is a bit more manual, which I would not recommend this slider. Get one that's more automated. And this one is the GVM. Great video maker, but yeah. It's a good slider. It's gotten me through a lot of commercial gigs and different things like that. And it does all my product too. So, I mean, it's good. It's just, there's certain settings that you have to set it to, or else it just shakes. It goes here, some B-roll. But yeah, if you're into content creation or you haven't started yet, pick up your camera tomorrow, or whenever you're watching this video, make a video today. Whether it's, on Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. TikTok's banned, but you know what I mean. Instagram, YouTube, make a video, put your heart into it. Because if you want to take this serious, if you want to do it, start putting your energy out there, because you never know. Something might answer you and give you exactly what you want. Thanks so much for watching.